Welcome everybody to the channel. I am your host, Robert Ironbeard, and today we're going to do a nice slow flow, flowing with purpose, with our breath, revitalizing ourselves, oxidating our bodies. We are located 655 State Road in Westport, Mass. If you're ever in the neighborhood, Ironbeard Yoga, come on down for a class. Beginning by tapping into the breath, filling up on our inhale, and big sigh out on the exhales. Fill in the belly, expanding those lungs, expanding the ribs. We'll begin by taking the right arm by the ear and taking a gentle stretch over to the left side. Staying rooted on our seat points here. We don't want to leave the mat. We just want to open up those intercostal muscles, those little connectors in between our ribs. Rinsing our bodies with the inhale, refreshing, revitalizing, detoxing exhales, rooting, releasing. Taking that left arm by the ear, we're going to take it over to the right side. You stay rooted. Maybe you begin to find length on the inhale. Maybe you sink a little deeper on those exhales. Full rinsing breaths. Opening everything up. Activating that diaphragm. Expanding the lungs, the ribs. We're going to take a big inhale, coming back up, both arms out, reaching up. Big inhale. And then on the exhale, taking the hands to heart center. Taking 3 of these. Oxidating. Inhale, arms up. Sigh out, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms back up. Hands to heart center on the exhale. And then take it down to the mat, folding forward, releasing that head, no tension in the neck. Surrender the crown. Let it go. Tap it into our higher power here. Our source. Rooting down. Connecting with Gaia. Our earth. Walk those hands towards you. Peel ourselves up on an inhale. And then from here, we're going to take those legs out in front of us. Taking the right knee into chest. We're going to take the twist over to the right side. The right arm is our kickstand, keeping the spine nice and long. Hugging that knee with the left arm. Gazing over the right shoulder. Once we're settled, we begin to tap back into the breath. Fill it all the way up. Feel yourself sinking a little deeper on those exhales. Just staying here for a couple breaths. I usually like to do 3 breaths on each side of the twist. When you're ready, we'll take one final inhale, fill all the way up, and then we'll release our mind. Exhale, coming back to neutral, switching sides, right leg out, left foot in, and then taking the twist over to the left side. The left arm's our kickstand. We're binding the left knee with the right arm. Gazing over the left shoulder. Tapping back into the breath, feeling the body changing on the inhale and the big exhale. Take a big inhale, filling all the way up. And then on the exhale, we're going to release spine, coming back to neutral. Both legs out in front, soften the knees. We're going to long spine here, and then surrender. Forward fold, belly over thigh. We're going to let that head hang heavy here. No tension in the neck. If you can bind the legs, go for it. Or want to keep the hands grounded to the earth, that's good too. Or if you can bind those feet. If you'd like to deepen, slowly extending the legs, plantar flexing the foot. We're coming back up on an inhale, nice and slow. Cross those legs, roll forward, coming into our neutral table. Hands stacked underneath the shoulders, knees right under the hips. We're going to go right into cat-cow, so taking cat, round the spine, gaze through the legs, fill all the way up. And a big sigh out, going into cow pose, belly drops, gaze high. Inhale back into our cat, filling all the way up, pulling that navel in towards the spine. And then a big sigh out, belly drops, cow pose, seat and gaze high. Fill up, big inhale, round the spine, gaze through the legs. And a big sigh out, final cow. Pushing our seat right to the high, taking down dog, pushing those palms away from that center line, driving them into the mat. Come up onto the toes, settle into our first down dog. No tension in that neck, let that head hang heavy. We're going to stay active in those shoulders, pushing those palms away. Stay soft in the knees. You can pedal out those feet if you like, taking any options here. We're going to continue to tap into that breath. Taking big inhales and big exhales. Come up onto the toes when you're ready. And then tiptoe towards your hands. When we get there, we're going to surrender into our forward fold. Let it go. No tension in the crown. Head surrenders. You can grab those ankles if you like, pulling yourself down. Bend those knees. Get the belly on the thighs. Inhale when you're ready. Halfway lift. And then we're going to settle in here, taking a couple breaths. Root down. Hands to hips. We're going to long spine up into standing mountain. When we get there, arms up overhead. Take the big inhale, fill all the way up. And then hands to heart center, oxidating. Arms up overhead. Inhale, fill. Exhale, forward fold. Let it up. Grab those ankles. Couple breaths. When you're ready, inhale, halfway lift. Hands down to the mat. Walk, step, jump back, high plank. Exhale. We're going to just stay here. Taking a couple rounds of breath. Settling in. We're going to keep those arms nice and stacked. Hands right underneath the shoulders. Staying on the toes. If you like, you can always take a knee or two. If you want to deepen, you can always take a leg up if you like, even during your chaturanga. As always, listen to the body. Take a big inhale. Rock forward, exhale down to chaturanga. Inhale into our up dog. Strong in those arms. Once again, hands are stacked right under the shoulders. Gently pushing ourselves up. Toes are pointed, settling in. Don't draw the crown back, just pull those hearts back. Hips settle in. And then when we're ready, we're going to set up for our down dog. Taking a big inhale, fill all the way up. Tuck those toes, seat to the high, down dog. Pushing those palms away from that center line. Head surrenders back, down. No tension in the neck. Staying here for one breath. Take a big inhale and a big sigh out. We're going to tiptoe towards our hands. Halfway lift when we get there. Filling up with an inhale. And then on the exhale, forward fold. Let it out. Grab the ankles. Inhale all the way up. Tall mountain. Arms up overhead. And on the exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, chair pose. Long in the spine here, tucking that tailbone under. Just taking a couple rounds of breath here. With the option to deepen, you can come up onto the toes if you like. Or just stay rooted, nice and flat. Crown long. Take an inhale. Exhale, forward fold, let it out. Inhale into our halfway lift. Hands down, walk, step, jump back, high plank. Exhale. Stay here. Take a big inhale. Rock forward. Exhale down, chaturanga. Inhale into our up dog or cobra. Tuck the toes, seat to the high. Exhale, down dog. Center up that left foot. We'll take the right leg up and high. Finding length. If you like, you can take a couple ankle circles here or knee circles. It's your practice. Do what you like. Warm up the joints wherever, whenever we can. Take an inhale. And then on the exhale, we're going to sweep it between our hands. Dropping the back heel. Rising up into our warrior one. Hips are square to the front wall. Arms up by the ears. Front knee is stacked over that front ankle. The feet want to be in heel to heel alignment. And to deepen, you can let those hips drop gently and take those hands to the back wall if you like. Otherwise, just hang out, finding length. Take an inhale, rising as far as you can, and on the exhale, hands are going to come down. We're going to frame that foot. Take that right foot back when you're ready. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, down, chaturanga. Inhale into our up dog or cobra. Tuck the toes, seat to the high. Down dog. Finding heat. Finding that fire. Settling back into the down dog for just a breath. When you're ready, center up that right foot. We'll take the left leg high. Ankle circles, knee circles, whatever you want. What is your body asking for during these practices? Honor it. Take the big inhale, finding length with that leg, three-legged dog, and then on the exhale, we're going to sweep it between our hands. Drop the back heel, rise up on the inhale, arms up by the ears, front knee stacked over the front ankle. We're taking warrior one, left side. Hips are square to the front wall. Heart shine forward. To deepen, you can let those hips drop and take those arms to the back wall if you like. Stay in for a couple rounds of breath. Take the big inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hands come down, frame the foot. We're going to come up on those back toes, send that left leg back, high plank. Take a big inhale. We're going to rock forward, exhale, down, chaturanga. Inhale into our up dog or cobra. seat to the high, down dog. Just staying for a couple breaths. When you're ready, center up that left foot, take the right leg up and high, big inhale, sweep it between our hands, exhale. Drop that back heel, we're rising up, warrior two. Arms extend to the front and back walls. All the joints are stacked, front knee stacked over that front ankle. Hips are square to the side wall. When we are ready, we're going to flip that front palm and exalt our warrior, taking that right hand up and high. Stay as long as you like. When you're ready, warrior two. Arms extend to the front and back wall, settling back in. Root back down. This time we're going to straighten that front leg. Reach forward with that right hand until we can't go any further, and then take the right hand to the block, to the earth, to our shin. Left arm high for triangle pose. If this is too much on that front hamstring, draw that left leg up, shortening our base between our feet. Stay soft in that front knee. Do not let it lock out. Try to leave just a little lift, taking the pressure off the back of the knee. Flex that front knee. Hands are going to come down. Frame the foot. Slowly lowering down on that back knee. Taking warrior on the knee. Hips are square to the front wall. Arms up by the ears. Let's cactus the arms. Open up those hearts and take them high and back. If you want to deepen, gently pushing those hips forward. Take a big inhale here. Exhale, hands are going to come down. Framing the foot. Let's take the right arm high. Taking a little twist. High lizard twist. Just reaching neutral gaze or gaze high. Take a big inhale. And then the hand will come down on the exhale. Take that right foot back. Child's pose. Seat back towards our feet. Arms extend out. Finding full length with those arms. And then gently draw those armpits into the earth. Surrendering back down into our earth, into our mat, into our breath. Reconnecting with ourselves. Feel free to take this pose at any time during anyone's practice. Coming back up into our table. Let's take a twisting table. Right arm high. Take the big inhale. Opening up. Neutral gaze or gaze high to the hand. Syncing up with our breath. We inhale. Opening, twisting a little more if you want. And then on the exhale, thread the needle. Right arm under the left. Surrendering into that right shoulder, coming all the way down. You can come down to the side of the head and just hang out here, countering off the earth. Feel free to take as long as you need in any and all of the poses. Making this practice your own. We're all unique, with our own unique bodies, our own unique stories. When you're ready, take the inhale, right arm high, peeling back open, neutralizing the shoulder, and then on the exhale, hands gonna come back down. Coming back into our table, seat to the high, down dog. Pedal out the feet if you like. Reconnecting with our down dog. Reconnecting with our breath, strong in those arms. When we're ready, we're going to gaze forward, walk, step, jump towards our hands. Take an inhale, halfway lift. And then on the exhale, forward, fold, letting it back out. Rechecking in with our forward fold. Our breath. Taking opposite elbows into our hands if we like. Take a quick ragdoll. When we're ready, we're going to release our bind. Nice and easy. Peel up one vertebrae at a time. Arms up overhead. Big inhale. Tall mountain. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms back up overhead. Reaching up and out. Exhale, forward, fold, swan dive down. Grab those ankles. When we're ready, we'll take an inhale, halfway lift. Hands down, walk, step, jump, back, high plank. Seat right to the high, down, dog. Centering up that right foot, we're going to take that left leg up and high now. Taking our big inhale, and then on the exhale, sweeping it between our hands. Drop that back heel, we're rising up, warrior to left side. Arms extend to the front and back wall, hips are square to the side wall. We're traversing down one plane here, front knee stacked over that front ankle, hanging out here, rooting down. From here, flip that front palm, exalt our warrior, taking that left hand high and back. Taking a couple breaths here. Staying strong in our root, in our core. When you're ready, we're going to extend those arms to the front and back wall, coming back into our warrior 2. Straightening that front leg, setting up for triangle pose. Reach out with that left arm, and then we're going to take that left hand to the left shin, block, or the earth, right arm high. Stay in for a couple rounds of breath. Hands come down to the earth. We're going to frame up that foot. Slowly lowering down on that back leg. We're going to take warrior on the knee this time. Heart shines forward. Arms up by the ears. Or you can cactus them. Gently drawing those hips forward. Surrendering our crown. Hearts high. Opening up to our higher power here. Our God. When we're ready, we'll take an inhale. And then on the exhale, hands are going to come down. Taking the left arm high. Just getting a little twist in here. Hand will come down. We'll take the left foot back. High plank. And then we'll slowly lower down onto our knees when we're ready. Coming back into our table. We'll take the left arm up and high on the inhale. Opening, reaching, syncing up with our breath. Take an inhale, opening. And then on the exhale, thread the needle. Left arm underneath the right. Slowly coming down on that left shoulder. Opening the rear delt off the earth. We settle into our twist. Feel free to hang out in these poses as long as you like, as long as you need. To neutralize that shoulder, coming up and out, we're going to take an inhale, drawing that left arm back up and high. Fill up, taking the twist. And then on the exhale, hands going to come down. We're back in table. From here, cross those legs, roll right into Anavasana, boat pose. Finding that center point on our seat. You can soften by taking the hands down to the earth. You can take them behind the knees if you like. Take and bind. To deepen. Keep them out. Hearts shining forward. This is high boat. You want those spines nice and long to help prevent you from rolling back. Slowly lower into low boat. Get yourself as close as you can to the mat. Hold it. Feel free to time yourself. See the limit. Continuing to breathe. When we're ready, slowly lowering into the earth. Taking those feet into our seat, we're going to set up for bridge pose. Arms by our sides, palms into the earth. And then take those hips up, nice and high. A light inversion. If you like, you can bind with the hands, palms together, interlace the fingers, and then you can shimmy up onto the shoulders. For more options, you can always come up onto the toes. But sometimes it's fun just to try to practice stillness. Bringing awareness and attention back into the breath, wherever, whenever we can think of this. When you're ready, we're going to slowly lower to the earth, one vertebrae at a time. From here, take those knees into chest, and we'll take the bind, wrapping our arms as tight as we can, growing small, and if you like, you can just take a few restorative rocks from side to side. And then when you're ready, we'll release our bind, coming into our final pose, corpse. Finding our anatomical neutral, supine, arms by our sides, palms up, extending the legs. Returning to our breath. Returning to our earth. Returning to our center. As always, take as long as you want or need in your savasana. This is your practice. Thank you all so very much, each and every one of you who make this possible. Customers, friends, family, yogis. We love you all. Thanks for practicing with us. Have a great day. See you soon, and take care.